All right, so today we're going to be taking a deep dive
Mm-hmm.
into something that's super important for anyone who's thinking about buying a home, or
Yeah.
even if you already own a home, especially here in McHenry.
Yeah.
So we're talking about amortization. I know that might sound a little intimidating.
Mm.
Amortization, it's a big word.
It is.
But honestly, understanding this concept, it can be a total game changer when it comes to making those smart decisions about your real estate journey.
Absolutely. It's one of those things you hear and you're like, oh my God, like, what is that? This sounds really complicated. But when you break it down, it's a very straightforward idea.
Yeah.
And it really has a big impact
Yeah.
on your finances. And, if you're thinking about building wealth through home ownership, this is a key piece.
Yeah, and for this deep dive, we are lucky enough to have some insights from Michael Linton,
Yes.
who is a real estate expert here in McHenry. He's got over 38 years of experience.
Wow.
He's seen it all,
He's seen it all.
and his advice on McHenryAgent.com is super valuable, especially in today's market.
Yeah. He really knows his stuff.
So,
And with home prices, they've been steadily climbing here in McHenry.
right,
So understanding how amortization works can really help you make the most of your investment.
for sure. So let's just break it down. Can you explain amortization in a way that even someone who's brand new to real estate can understand?
Sure, absolutely. Okay, so imagine you're buying a house in McHenry.
Okay.
You're taking out a mortgage. Amortization is basically the process of paying off that loan
Okay.
gradually over time
Uh-huh.
through equal monthly installments.
Gotcha.
So each payment covers two things: the principal,
Got it.
which is the original amount you borrowed,
Mm.
and the interest, which is basically the lender's fee for giving you the loan.
So it's not just throwing random amounts of money at a loan every month.
No.
It's a very structured system
Exactly.
where every payment is chipping away
Yeah.
at both what you owe and the cost of borrowing.
That's it. And the cool thing is, as you're making those payments, you're not only reducing your debt, you're also building equity in your property. So basically, you're gaining more and more ownership of your home with every payment.
Okay, so that's a great point.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize that paying your mortgage isn't just about getting rid of debt. It's also about building wealth over time.
It really is.
Yeah.
And with the market being so strong here in McHenry, understanding how this equity growth works can really give you a leg up financially.
Now, I know from personal experience, those early mortgage payments can feel like they're mostly going towards interest.
Uh-huh.
Is that something that you see a lot with homeowners in McHenry?
Oh, absolutely. Especially, in the beginning. When you first start paying, a larger portion of each payment is going towards interest.
Right.
Because that outstanding principal balance is higher at that point.
Right.
So,
So does that mean it takes longer to actually own a significant portion of your home?
well, it can feel that way at first, but here's where it gets really interesting. As you continue to make those payments and that loan matures, that balance gradually decreases.
Okay.
And as that happens, the amount of each payment that goes towards interest actually starts to shrink, while the portion that goes towards paying down that principal grows bigger and bigger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So over time, it shifts more and more in your favor. It's like you're gaining momentum,
Yeah.
and you start chipping away at the loan amount, like more aggressively.
I like that. It's a good visual.
Yeah, and that shift is one of the key things that makes amortization such a powerful tool for building wealth through home ownership.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really powerful.
Yeah.
And when you think about how home values in McHenry, they've been going up steadily,
Yeah.
It makes that equity growth even more powerful.
So you're not just gaining ownership through your payments, but your home itself is also becoming more valuable.
Exactly right. It's like a double whammy of wealth building.
I like it.
Yeah, and this equity isn't just some abstract number.
Yeah.
It's a real financial asset that you can actually tap into if you need to.
So how can homeowners in McHenry actually use that equity?
Yeah.
What are some practical examples?
Okay, well, let's say you've been living in your home for a few years, you've built up some equity. You could use that equity to do renovations, like maybe update your kitchen, add a bathroom.
Okay.
In a competitive market like McHenry, things like that can make a big difference when you decide to sell.
So understanding amortization could actually help you make strategic decisions about home improvements that boost your property value.
Exactly. And it's not just about renovations. You could also use your equity for other financial goals, like investing in your kids' education, maybe even putting a down payment on a second property.
Wow.
Some people even use it as collateral for loans.
That's amazing. So it's like unlocking this hidden potential in your home.
It really is, and it's something that becomes, especially interesting when you start looking at all the different neighborhoods we have within McHenry. We've got Crystal Lake, Lakewood Wonder Lake. Each one kind of has its own vibe, you know,
Yeah.
different property options, different price points.
So how does understanding amortization help you like navigate those different neighborhoods?
Well, each neighborhood has its own, price points and its own potential for growth.
Right.
So understanding how amortization impacts your equity growth
Yep.
can really help you decide like which neighborhood aligns with your long-term financial goals.
So if you're looking for like a starter home in a neighborhood that's likely to appreciate quickly,
Uh-huh.
understanding amortization can help you make a smarter investment.
Absolutely. Or maybe you're looking for a larger home in a more established neighborhood.
Yeah.
Understanding how your payments break down over time and how that builds equity can help you choose a mortgage that fits your budget and your goals.
This is starting to make a lot more sense now. It's not just about the monthly payment. It's about seeing the bigger picture and how those payments can help you build wealth in McHenry's real estate market.
That's exactly it. And that brings us to another really crucial point, how understanding amortization empowers you to make those smart financial decisions about your mortgage.
Okay, let's dive into that.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that homeowners or potential homeowners should be thinking about?
Well, one of the biggest advantages, I think, is predictability.
Okay,
You know exactly what your monthly payment is going to be.
right.
So that makes budgeting and financial planning so much easier.
I mean, that peace of mind is invaluable.
Absolutely.
It takes all the guesswork out of it.
It does. And, when you start talking about different loan terms, that's where understanding amortization becomes even more important.
Okay.
Should you go with a shorter term loan with higher monthly payments?
Okay.
Pay off your mortgage faster, save on interest, or would a more traditional 30-year loan,
Yeah.
lower monthly payments, would that be a better fit for your lifestyle and your financial goals?
Those are big decisions.
They are.
And it sounds like understanding how amortization works can really help you weigh the pros and cons.
It's like having a roadmap for your homeownership journey.
I like that.
Yeah, it helps you make informed decisions that align with your long-term goals.
So instead of feeling intimidated by all the different options,
Right.
potential buyers and homeowners can approach the process with confidence, knowing that they have the knowledge to make the right choice for them.
Exactly. And that's especially important in a market like McHenry. Things can move pretty quickly.
Yeah, they can.
So it's all about being empowered
Right.
to make smart decisions
Yeah.
that help you build a solid financial foundation.
Okay, now I want to circle back to Michael Linton for a moment.
Okay.
You mentioned earlier how valuable his insights are for homeowners here in McHenry.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little more about what he offers through McHenryAgent.com?
Sure. He provides a ton of great information and resources on his website, specifically tailored to the McHenry market.
Okay.
He even offers free consultations, which is fantastic if you have specific questions about amortization or any other aspect of buying or selling real estate.
That's so helpful, especially for anyone feeling overwhelmed by the process.
Right.
It's like having a personal guide to help you navigate
Yeah.
the complexities of McHenry real estate.
It really is. And, his expertise can be so reassuring,
For sure.
especially for first-time home buyers.
Right as we're wrapping up our deep dive today,
Yeah.
I want to leave our listeners with kind of a thought-provoking question
Okay.
that came up while we were prepping for this.
Okay, I'm all ears.
So, given everything we've discussed about how amortization works, how do you think understanding this concept can actually shift someone's perspective on home ownership in McHenry?
That's a great question. I think for a lot of people, buying a home, it's a very emotional decision.
Yeah.
It's driven by the desire for a certain lifestyle, the dream home.
Yeah.
But understanding amortization, it adds like another layer to that. It helps you see home ownership not just as a dream, but as a powerful financial tool for building wealth and security in McHenry's thriving market.
So it's about seeing beyond the beautiful kitchen and the spacious backyard
Yes.
and understanding the financial mechanics that can actually make owning that dream home a reality.
Absolutely. It's about approaching home ownership with both your heart and your head. Making informed decisions that align with your desires, but
Right.
also your long-term financial well-being.
It sounds like understanding amortization can really empower people to take control of their financial future
Yes.
and make choices that are right for them.
Absolutely.
both in the short term and in the long run.
You got it. That's the beauty of knowledge. It empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your values and your goals
Love it.
and lead to a more fulfilling and secure future.
So for our listeners in McHenry, tuning into this episode isn't just about understanding a financial concept.
Right.
It's about unlocking a powerful tool that can really shape your homeownership journey for the better.
It's about taking control of your finances,
Yeah.
understanding the long-term implications of your choices,
Right.
and making those dreams of owning a piece of McHenry a reality.
I love it. And as we wrap up today's deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave everyone with one final thought to ponder.
Okay.
How might understanding amortization shift your perspective on homeownership in McHenry and help you make more confident financial decisions?
That's a great question to end on. It encourages our listeners to really take what we've talked about today and apply it to their own lives.
Exactly. And that's what this is all about. You know?
Yeah.
Empowering you with the knowledge, the insights you need to navigate this crazy world.
It is a crazy world,
It is.
but knowledge is power.
Exactly. So keep learning, keep asking questions, and keep diving deep
Keep diving.
into the world of McHenry real estate. We'll see you on our next deep dive.
See you next time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really can. And, especially in a place like McHenry where the real estate market is so dynamic and there are so many different options for homeowners.
So if someone is listening to this and thinking, okay, amortization sounds important, but I don't know where to start, what would you recommend?
Well, first of all, I'd say don't be intimidated.
Right.
There are tons of great resources online,
Okay.
including some really helpful calculators that can help you kind of visualize how amortization works
Okay.
with different loan terms and interest rates.
Yeah, playing around with those calculators, I feel like that can really make a concept come to life.
It really can.
You can actually see it.
Exactly. And if you're looking for more personalized guidance, I always recommend, reach out to a local expert like Michael Linton.
Yeah.
He has so much knowledge about the McHenry market and can provide advice based on your situation.
And remember, you can find his contact information
Yes,
and tons of helpful resources on his website, McHenryAgent.com.
absolutely. He's a great resource for anyone looking to buy or sell in McHenry.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
We went from demystifying amortization
Right.
to exploring how it can empower homeowners to make smart financial decisions
Yes,
and build wealth in McHenry's real estate market.
absolutely. It's been a great conversation.
Yeah, it has.
I hope our listeners are leaving feeling, more confident and knowledgeable about this important concept.
Yes, I hope so too. And remember, understanding amortization isn't just about numbers.
Yeah,
It's about unlocking your potential as a homeowner
it is.
and taking control of your financial future.
Absolutely.
So keep learning,
Keep learning.
keep asking questions, and keep diving deep into the world of McHenry real estate.
Keep diving deep. We'll see you on the next deep dive.
We'll see you next time.